Welcome to the We Just Talk a podcast.
Hold on, wait. Before you do that, though, we're not going past. I'm on that.
We're here.
You got me intrigued now. So
Okay,
go ahead,
and
do
I'm
your little
cool.
intro.
So
say, hey, Masionoo, do what
hey,
you got to do.
Masionoo
But
is
after
back.
that, we getting right back to the
Fuck
do
it.
your thing.
We're talking about the first time I went the viral, the Be Simone thing. So I had made a post. This was in 2020. I would always just make little car rants and posts and stuff like that. And this one particular time, I was on live. I had about 6,000 followers. I had never been viral at all. This was, like I said, 2020. And I was on live, and I was talking about women praying for a man that they're not in position to receive. And when I was talking about it, I said, that's going to be what my next video going to be about. The next day, it was like February 2nd, February 4th or something like that. I had made that video, and the video had went fucking viral. And I remember sitting at a podcast that I was co-hosting on called Vulture Podcast. Shout out to Mikey. That was like one of my very first podcasts that I've ever done. And my phone is just going crazy. Like, I'm seeing all these notifications. I'm like, what the fuck? So it was on Spiritual Word. So I called my friend. I was like, is this a real fucking page? Like, I'm on this page called Spiritual Word. I'd never heard of it. I was like, they got a lot of followers. And then I'm getting a lot of requests, a lot of notifications. And it was just about me, that post about me saying women praying for a man that they're not in position to receive. What are you going to do with this man? Here you have a McDonald's salary. And he's a 100,000-aire. He likes Tom Ford. You still like Bath and Body Works. What is that going to look like when you guys, like, you ain't going to do nothing but destroy him, especially if he's a healed man. Really? And you're not ready. Okay. And the only thing that people heard, especially the women, when I say I got dragged like fuck for that, my very first time, I'm talking about 20,000 comments, and most of it was them dragging me. What's wrong with Bath and Body Works? It's all they kept talking. What's wrong with McDonald's salary? Nothing is wrong with it. But my thing is this, is that, like, what you gonna do with a man? A lot of us women be wanting a man that's all the way up here. We can't even meet him halfway. What the fuck? What does that look like? His life looks totally different from you being down here. So instead of you asking for that kind of man, ask God to put you in position to get him. So it won't be a problem. I made that post and went crazy. A couple days later, B. Simone makes a post. It was very, very similar. And they praised her for it. Like, she got so much praise. She said something very similar. She didn't say bar for bar. She just said something similar. I'm pretty sure I've said something that a lot of people have heard before. Their grandmas or their aunties have said it before.
And personal development in any way, and in the romantic realm that we dancing in, a lot of the core themes is going to be the same.
Exactly.
You feel me? The creativity makes it, we make our own spins, we give our own perspectives, we talk to our audience the way our audience is going to receive it, but nobody's really breaking new ground. We're just being creative and getting the message across. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, no, you're fine. And people was tagging me in her comment section, like, you stole that from Donnii, you stole that from Donnii. And I saw it, and then I made a post, and I said, I make the post, I get dragged. She makes the post, y'all praise her, but y'all know where y'all heard it from first. Shout out to everybody, because it was such a dope feeling to have people backing me. Like, oh, even if they were wrong about her stealing, it was dope to hear. Like, damn, they really rocking with me. Y'all know, y'all heard that. You heard that first. Like, because I had made the video when the video went crazy. It was on Spiritual Word, Hollywood Unlocked, Shade Room. It was everywhere. Shade Room gets that story where I say, y'all know where y'all heard it first. Shout out to everybody. My picture, and B. Simone says, Donnii P accuses B. Simone of plagiarizing. Yeah, and that was the start of it.
So where did that go? Because you said that you were just recently. You said that y'all.
That was in 2020.
Okay. So where did it go?
And shout out to her. Let me tell you one thing that I do respect.
I love B. Simone.
I love her. I always liked her, and I still do to this day. I think she's super beautiful. I think she's so fucking gorgeous.
I guess the reason why I'm curious, right? The reason why I'm curious is I'm going through a stage right now creatively where
what, nigga actually stealing from you? Word for word?
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't, because I think that's his hustle. You feel me? If that's his hustle, that's the way he get it. He don't stop mine. You feel me? Because at the end of the day,
I get it.
This shit is like blue magic for like it comes straight from the source. It ain't nothing.
That's right.
So
one originator, many impersonator,
and that's fine. You feel me? I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to knock his hustle. Let him rock. But
want me to say it? Okay, I'm not.
No. Let him rock. Let him rock. It's okay. He gonna let him win. But the way that, like, so me creatively right now, I made some recent posts where I didn't get any negativity from it, but I got more so of the people telling me, hey, get back in line and do what we want you to do, basically.
Yeah.
And the way that I've been thinking from like a content creator standpoint, somebody who like I've been really, really doing well at this, I've been kind of wanting to step away from it because of all of the feedback attached to it. And I know that's wrong on my end, right? Like that's
the negative feedback?
The negative feedback, even the positive feedback, right? Like I don't want the feedback to be what makes me stop doing this, but I'm in the stage right now where that's where I'm at, where the feedback and the things that people want me to cover, those are the things that I feel I need to cover or I shouldn't be creating content. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now. So I guess that I'm just more so curious to see how that played out from a creative standpoint and what made both of y'all keep going, honestly, when y'all went through that. So that's why I'm asking you. I'm not asking because I want to
I get
stir
you.
the pot.
I don't think that at all. So that went on. That was the first viral clip. And then I had girls was DMing me, you'll pick me, and that was the first time I was ever called to pick me. And it was very different. It was on Twitter, World Star, and my daughter was like, Mom, you should take it down. You gotta be mindful of what you say, and da-da-da-da. I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no. Beyonce said don't read the comments. I'm not reading the comments.
Right.
So fuck it. I just didn't read the comments no more after that. And then it was a little hard. It was a little rough in the beginning because, like I said, it was my very first time and never having that many eyes and attention on me all at one time. And I just said, fuck it. I said, while I got the light on me, keep going. So I kept creating content after that. I had so much shit to say because I'd already been doing it. And then just kept going viral. Here we are 4 years later. And I saw her at TikTok headquarters and she was in the walking by. And one of the creators was like, can you come in here in the dressing room? Can you come before you go? I want to take a picture. So she was like, can you take our picture? So I took the picture. First, before she came into the dressing room, she walked past me and she was like, oh my God, you're beautiful.
Right.
Look at your nails. You know how dramatic she is. Yeah. Jesus.
She's like, very hyperbolic.
Very fucking dramatic. Yeah. She was talking about my nails and I was like, thank you so much. And then the girl was like, can you come here and take a picture? So I took their picture and I was like, you don't remember who I am, do you? She was like, no, I don't. I was like, remember when Shade Room tried to pin us against each other that year? She was like, nope. And then I explained it to her. She was like, oh my God. It's amazing how God works.
Right.
How he just had us circle back and be in this space where we could be in the same space. There's no tension, no animosity. And I just think that she probably forgot about the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like the thing about the feedback that's attached to like stuff like this is that people take the 1 minute clip that they see and run with it with no context. Where if they were to really sit and had to listen to the full what went into what they seen and all of these type of things, they probably would have never drew that conclusion that they drew, right?
No,
and it's like it's beautiful that I'm happy that y'all got a chance to speak after that. You know,
and what I did respect about her is that I think that she had just during that time recently had dropped her cosmetic line. Did you know she's a cosmetologist?
Oh yeah, she's doing it. She's doing it. I mean, I'm a fan of like the creators like B Simone, Tim Ross.
I love Pastor
I love Diary of a Seed. Just a couple like places. I love those because they're very open and honest and like vulnerable. And I think that B Simone, she's very open about like she's trying to get better. She's trying to heal herself. So shout out to all of them people. Continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's it. Now,
I love that. Now we're here.
Now we're here. I mean, I would say she's the reason for who I am today. Because people ask me that too. Do you think that that was a reason? Like that's part of the reason. I think it's a part of the reason. It's not the main reason for who I am.
It's all pieces. Content. It's all like. Okay. All right. I'm finna take it deep. I'm finna take it deep for no reason. But I'm just not a surface level person. I gotta say it right. So I think that a recent conversation that I've been having like on live is we've been talking about trauma a lot. We've been talking about trauma like a lot. And I went into like the definition of trauma is basically a disturbing moment that you just never really recovered from. So when we think about it from a negative sense, it's holes in the floor. And if you don't feel the hole, you'll step in it. You don't want that, right? But I don't think that we put an emphasis on positive moments that shook us, disturbed us in a way. And we carry that with us forever and it shaped us into where we're at today. So I view something like that, right? Where it was a tough situation. You know, it was a tough conversation that had to be had, but it happened. Yeah. And both of y'all are on the incline for it. And I hope that that's something that y'all always remember because then when y'all get into a situation that's familiar or y'all get into a situation that's similar, y'all know how to navigate through it. Y'all won't be worried about what the end game is. You feel me? Because y'all done seen it before. So I think that every moment every single moment could be a pivotal moment. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering.
Yeah, for
a
sure.
pivotal moment if we just take it head on, honestly. So I'm happy that y'all went through that. I'm happy that it happened.
And I don't
like
read
that.
comments no more. I mean, I might, but not too much.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to that because there's a lot of energy that goes into that. Like, and I don't have time for that. I'm in control.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm in control over my peace, my happiness, what I'm gonna allow fester.
Yeah.
So I just don't, because I know I can get real fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because if you go low, I'm going to the piss of hell. Your grandmama ain't safe. Your little cousin with the MS, that bitch ain't safe. I'm going to the piss of hell. I don't care.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because listen, don't come for me unless I send for you.
No, I feel that.
But but then, I'm mindful. I'm very selective in my battles. So I just be mindful of what I entertain and what I don't.
Yeah. Well, I see your success.
Thank you.
I see you grinding.
I got a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm super excited.
Sure. Let's talk about it, please.
I'm going to. So TikTok, first time. We're back again.
When?
A couple weeks. The first time was in April.
Okay.
Canvas Beauty.
Where is TikTok headquarters?
It's in LA.
Okay.
In
You might as well live out there.
It's beautiful. It's expensive as fuck. I would never live there.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No. So went there the first time and then Stormy.
She talking about it's expensive like you not rich.
No. I am wealthy.
I'm sorry. That's worse. Like what? East
Fuck
egg,
no.
west egg.
No,
like,
I'm on my way. I'm
that was
rich.
a bar. I'm happy I said that. I'm gonna clip that.
Okay.
East egg, west egg. Sorry.
But I'm grateful and blessed to be in the position that I am.
No, that's good. That's good.
Financially.
Yeah.
Life is great.
I want to ask you, like, if you can, could you please define what you believe is success? Like, I want you to define it in your terms.
In my terms?
In your terms.
That we already talked about. You said you being 10 points away from Yale. And I was
Stop. No. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that, so that's a short thing. Nah. No.
He gonna ask me. I told him I read on the first grade level. I'm a welfare baby. I was born on first.
Oh, same.
I was born the second, but
same.
My elevator go up, it wobble on the way up.
Right.
So don't ask me. No, seriously. What I define as success, I think it's just being in a position where you could be able to provide for yourself without it being a problem. And just the people around you.
Yeah. Interpersonal relationships.
And I could be able to build business relationships with people that can help continue to place me in those positions and keep me there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the right definition.
No.
That was my definition.
It was perfect. No, it was perfect. It was perfect. I think everybody got their own definition of success.
But I think I'm on my way.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
I'm right there.
I asked you that because I'm not gonna lie. I've been I've been in my head like a lot, honestly. Like some of the closest people to me, they say that my biggest strength and my biggest weakness is my mind. That's what everybody tells me. And the reason being is because it's like I have the ability to think through things and create things and do a lot of amazing things, but sometimes I overthink them.
Oh yeah.
And then it drives me crazy a little bit. So that's where I'm at right now mentally, is I'm in the stage where I'm kind of driving myself crazy. And
you in your head?
Yeah, I'm in my head.
I need you to get the fuck out the head. Move. Get out your way.
And it's like me.
Because I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm in my head. I'm in my head because I know that I'm capable of doing whatever the fuck I want. And I say that and I flaunt that. I'm very humble in who I am, but I truly believe that anything that I put my head down and do, it's done.
Yeah, I can just feel your energy as well.
But I think that also it's I'm trying to figure out how to keep the things that matter around me while I go into these next stages of my life and these next things that I'm doing, right? And I guess that I'm just really, really trying to define what that success thing means for me. Because the thing is that I've had a lot of money. I've had a lot of money. I've had the pretty girls. I've had the mindset that was at the top. You feel me? I've had all of these type of things. But I guess that I'm just now trying to think of this next stage of my life. What does it look like for me to say that I'm successful?
Right.
I feel like I work too hard. I feel like I work too hard. And I feel like the reason why I feel like I work too hard is because I run in so many different directions, full speed. Rather than going in one direction, full speed, striding, taking big steps. You feel what I'm saying? But I know that I'm going the right way. So I don't know. I guess I'm just curious. And I've been asking people around me who I view as people that are influential people in my life to, just give me some game. Give me some game,
I mean, only thing that I can say is just that, sometimes you got to take a hiatus. I used to have to do that a lot from social media. Because sometimes I would sit there and compare myself like, damn, I feel like I'm supposed to be here. What is happening? Why am I not there?
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized it just wasn't my goal.
Yeah.
It's not my season. And that's cool.
Yeah.
I had to be okay with that. Because I would question myself like, damn, like, what the fuck? How are all these people surpassing me that came up behind me? And it just, they're passing me. What the hell is going on? And I just had to realize it just was not my goal.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Then had to just take a step back, like, just figure out what makes you happy and what brings you peace.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still struggle with that. Like, I just don't be fucking knowing. But I be having to sit with myself sometimes. Like, bitch, figure it the fuck out.
And that's where I'm at. I'm sitting with myself. Like, I
Yeah,
spent the
figure it the fuck
whole
out.
day
Figure
yesterday.
out.
I spent
Fuck
the whole day as soon as I got off the plane. I'm like, what do? Do you go explore some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go eat somewhere? And I was like, you know what? Let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, sometimes.
And I ain't like that. I was like, man, like, the people who love me and the people who know I'm out here doing what I'm doing wouldn't want that.
Yeah, because I ain't
for
been
me.
seeing you, nigga. I ain't been seeing you.
I ain't even let nobody know
But
I was out
that's
here.
okay. I'm talking about on TikTok, on Instagram,
Oh, yeah, on TikTok and
socials.
Instagram. Yeah, I ain't been on there.
But that's okay though. Like that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
We know people rocking with you. We right here.
Yeah. And even my homie yesterday, he called me. He was like, hey, bro, I need you to go live and check on your people.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
But it's like, damn, who gonna check on me?
Yeah. And it's
keep
like
showing up for everybody else. When is it gonna be my go? Who gonna check on me?
So I wrote something called The Love Dilemma. I wrote something. I didn't put it up nowhere. It's just something that I keep close to me.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the dilemma is that, let's say my brother is fucked up, right? My brother's hurting. He's in a bad mental space, financially, whatever the case may be. I would want him to call me and be like, hey, Mason, I need you. Because if he does that, I'm going to give him whatever he needs. I'm going to be there for him every second of the day. It don't matter. Whatever the fuck he needs, I'm going to be there for him. So the dilemma in what I believe the word love means is that when the roses reverse and it's time for us to ask for help, and it's time for us to be like, hey, I need $1 or I need this, I need that. We're very, very slow to make that call.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the reason why a lot of us don't really experience what love is in full, is because we've never, ever allowed somebody to love us fully.
Men. Okay.
Women too. I think I don't think it's a men and women thing. I think it's really like a thing where.
I do.
So you think that like only.
I think it's a men and women thing. That's what makes us different. Somebody once said, I heard I came across something where it says, men and women are equal. We are not. And I strongly believe that.
I don't think we're equal. No.
I strongly believe that women are loved unconditionally, and men are loved under conditions.
Mm-hmm.
What a man can do for a woman, how much money he makes, what kind of job he has, how much providing he can do. But then a man is supposed to accept a woman with open arms. All the unhealed trauma, all the daddy issues, just everything. Mm-hmm. So I think it conditions a lot of men to feel like, okay, I have to show up a lot in these areas. When is it going to be my goal?
Right.
But I just think it's about just finding a safe space, those people.
Yeah.
Or just tap back into why you even feel that way.
Right. And I think that for me, I know for a fact that I got the right people around me, right? So it's like me personally, like right now, the headspace that I'm in is, okay, cool. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I got the motion. I got all of the things that I would, quote unquote, want from a success standpoint, but I don't feel good. Like, emotionally, I'm all over the place. Mentally, I'm all over the place. Okay, cool. What do? I have people who I can call them right now, and they'll tell me whatever the hell I need to hear. They'll tell me whatever the hell I need to hear. They'll pull up on me. It's whatever the hell I want, but it's just the matter of me making that call. And I've been feeling like kind of in my head for a little minute now.
Do you think that you want that call to be to a woman?
I would want that call to be to a safe space who's going to, because the thing is that the space that I'm in, it isn't, I'm not in a romantically like fucked up headspace. I'm just in a headspace. Like even right now, like the stage of life that I'm in, like I'm not even thinking about like dating. So like last time I was here, you asked me, am I dating? I was dating at the time. Like I didn't go through anything rough or anything like that. I'm just not dating. I'm just not dating because my mindset is really on who is Mason? Like, who are you for real?
Yeah.
Like, who are you for real? What do you want to be? Where do you see yourself headed? That's why I'm doing all of these new things, trying to, figure out what I want to be, because, this is the stage of life that you really figure yourself out, right? So to your point, right, where you say, should I call a woman? If I was to call a woman and I get into a situation where I'm connected with this woman, we grow into something romantic, I did that without fully healing myself, without fully taking care of myself, and then I'm finna fuck her all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm a ruin
your
her.
judgment was clouded.
My judgment was clouded. My heart was all over the place. I wasn't in a good space. So I think that right now it's like, not even with the end goal being a romantic relationship. I'm just really in the headspace of like, man, like let's really define success and then let's go get it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm, you know, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not hurting or anything like that. Like I'm good. Still
You sure?
living good. Yeah, I'm great.
I feel like you sure you're lying.
No,
okay.
See, I just think that this is a good time for it. This is a good time to have a conversation about, you feel me, where we at, you know, what we got going on. And I think, you know, I think that
you
this
might be
was
just in your way, in your own head.
Yeah,
Because you said that you're an
definitely.
overthinker.
Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Move watch out.
Yeah.
You're in the way.
I ain't been creating shit.
Yeah.
I
But like I said, that's okay though.
Yeah.
If you don't. You don't have to do it all the time.
Mhm.
Because sometimes, like you say, you pour so much into everybody. When the bottle comes back around to you, there's nothing left.
Yeah. And that's how I feel. It's like
you
I
got to
feel
pour
like,
into you first, and then pour into everybody else. Because then everybody else is gonna suck you dry. When you have nothing, who's gonna be there? So you got to always pour into you first.
Yeah.
Because people will be okay with sucking you dry. They don't care. They're gonna pull all of it out of you, and then who's gonna be there to show up for you?
Yeah.
What that look like?
That's a
Showing
fact.
up for you. It's like, because it takes a village. I know people feel like, I got all the answers. I can do it myself. But it definitely takes a village.
Yeah.
You can't navigate through life by yourself.
Mhm.
You can't. I'm so grateful for my team of people because,
Yeah. Yeah.
woo!
And I got a very like amazing group of people around me for sure. But I guess that like just back to the love dilemma that I was talking about, it's like the first phone call that I made was today. Right? And it's like that can't become a habit for none of us, for nobody watching, for nobody in the room. You feel me? That can become a habit because then, you know, a lot of times we'll get to the phone and then it'll be too late. We'll already be crazy. Or we never say something and then we wearing it. Then the people around us who love us, they're hurt, you feel me, because they love us. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm just, you know, open dialogue, just talking that shit with you. Because I'm in here with my dog, Donnii P.
I hope so.
Amazing
I hope
team.
you
Y'all
are.
in here holding it down.
Child.
I'm happy y'all got me back, though.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because they was geeking for you to come back.
Who?
Everybody in the comments. Oh, my God. That's y'all. Oh, yeah. Bring this
You got my fans on the Donnii P side fucked up. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for.
Nah, because you be really talking your shit.
Man, I appreciate y'all, honestly.
And you know, but I think it's good to for people to see you in this space. Because
this is what I preach. Like, this is what I want to be known for.
Because I think that people think that we don't experience shit. I think a lot of people think that. Because a lot of people be like, oh, my God, Donnii, I love you. You do this and you that. You do this and you do that and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, damn, people don't understand that. I'm still human at the end of the day. I be having some fucking moments.
And even more than that, I want it to be known that it's normal. Right?
Yeah, like it's all right. It's cool.
It's cool. Because at the end of the day, I'm sitting here saying straight up, financially, I'm straight. From a romantic standpoint, I'm going to be completely honest. My stink butt on the way back to the rack right now, I'm good. I'm in DC right now, living it up with amazing people.
Do you got a boo or you don't?
Look.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm chilling. But Masionoo got a stink butt for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But things is cool. Like, I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm living good. Like, I'm good. My family's straight. Everything is straight. But at the end of the day, we human.
Yeah.
We human. And we go through things and we think about things and we overthink things and we work on things and we fuck things up and we succeed at things and we fail at things. And at the end of the day, things are just things.
Do you think that your intuition can be lying sometimes? Do you always believe in intuition?
I believe that intuition can definitely lie, but we need to respect it enough to give it the attention that it deserves. So if my intuition is telling me something, I'm turning my mind and seeing what the fuck is going on. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to cry wolf with yourself. You feel me? If you feeling something and something ain't right, address it. You could be overthinking.
Because sometimes when you're over, because what I notice about myself is that sometimes I could be overthinking so much to the point that I will create a narrative that don't exist for real, and start to believe that. Now my intuition is telling me that something is going on that really ain't going on.
Right. And
I be in my own way.
And you owe it to yourself. So let's put it in a relationship standpoint, right? Let's look at it from a relationship perspective. So let's say that you are coming up with this assumption about your man. Something ain't right. Your intuition is going off, right? Your man needs to respect you enough to tell you straight that the shit that you thinking ain't it. But if he lets your imagination run wild, if he ignores your intuition, you're going to have 99 things that's going to be going off.
Oh, for sure.
And you Go pick one of them.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be wrong as hell. And next thing you know, shit is going to go to fire. Shit is going to go to flames. And then it ends because he didn't respect your intuition.
But that's why I tell men is that do not leave the door open for me to assume.
Absolutely
or anybody
not.
to assume.
Absolutely not.
Then when I assume, now you mad at me because now I've made this assumption when you should have just closed the door and told me what it was.
Right. And that's why you shouldn't ignore your own intuition. So we'll do that for somebody else.
Yeah.
We'll do that for somebody else, but we won't do it for ourselves. Right. And that's where the personal development, that's what I want my brand to be. If I wanted to go in a creative direction, I want to go in a direction of let's really address what's going on with ourselves before we go and try to have this conversation with anybody else.
Yeah. Because my ass, I be in the house overthinking like shit.
And that's cool. That's human.
My best friend be like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up with your stupid ass.
At least you thinking.
Yeah. But
at least you think. How many people in the crib just eating Doritos all day, not doing shit? And then ain't got no motion. How many of them been to TikTok headquarters? You feel what I'm saying? How many of them being flown to fucking DC to be on the podcast? It's like the overthinking shit is all healthy when you address it the right way, because at the end of the day, we got shit going on. Of course we're going to overthink. It's human.
And speaking of TikTok, I'm going back.
I know you are.
Again, next week.
You are.
Yeah, I'm going back.
I'm excited for you.
This one is big. This one is big.
That's good. So
I
don't want to spoil it or anything like that. But what you going, like, what you going
I am going, well, I could talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, people got to watch the podcast anyway. Yeah. I am, because you know I'm a fragrance reviewer on TikTok now. I don't know how the fuck I got there.
Okay.
It just kind of fell into my lap. I bought a fragrance, talked about it when the video went viral. Knew I could make money off of it, and it's like, damn, if I can do this by being me and make a bag, oh shit, this shit is lit. I'm about to keep going. Yeah. So
isn't it amazing being paid to be a personality?
Yeah, that's dope. When you can be paid to be you. That is fucking lit, because you do it with just so much poise.
And that's why I don't want to give it up. That's why I want to work through it.
Yeah.
Same thing like a relationship. You feel me? When you get in a rough patch, when shit get, you work through it.
Yeah. So I'm going back this time with a brand called Aroma Concepts. It's one of the #1 brands on TikTok. Fragrance brands. It's an Arabian brand. I have been reviewing their fragrances for quite some time, and they had reached out to me and was like, yo, we're having a convention hosted by TikTok in Vegas.
I'm getting chills just listening to it.
And we want you to be there. We want you to come. This one is different. The first 2 events were live streams where they go live from the headquarters, and Stormy, we would talk about her new body glazes, and they'll be having deals. And shout out to Stormy. She did a live. This is her 3rd live. She did one at TikTok in April. They ran it back again in June in her hometown in Huntsville, Alabama. So when she broke records, she made $1 million.
Shout out to Stormy.
Shout out to Stormy still. She at Canvas Beauty. She did it again 2 weeks ago.
That's dope.
Again. So this time I'm going with Aroma Concepts and Paris Corner. Those are 2 Arabian brands. And we're going to a convention. And we're going to also be talking about me launching my own fragrance. So this is dope. I'm excited about that. The Donnii P collection.
The Donnii P collection, for sure. I'm happy for you.
So
I'm happy for you. That's what's up.
I'm excited. This is dope. This is big.
Be excited.
Like, oh my God, me, little me. I never saw myself here though.
Why not?
Like, you couldn't ask me like a year ago. Like TikTok? Hell no. You couldn't ask me.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself at TikTok in a year? Hell no.
Do you feel like there was ever a point where you weren't having fun? Doing it?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Because I felt like it just wasn't where I wanted to be. Like where I felt like I should be.
So where do you? So that's where my question comes. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Is like, where do you feel like you need to be? What's the I'm good moment?
I think I'm there. Kind of like, honestly, like I'm good. No, I'm not. I'm lying. I don't know. I just think that when I don't even fucking know how to answer that question, because I don't fucking know.
And it's like, so
I don't know.
So let me tell you where my head has been at, right? So just like how I've been thinking about success, I've also been thinking about what hell is on earth, right? Real deep shit. I've been thinking about what hell is. I heard, I've been listening to a clinical psychologist. His name is Jordan Peterson. He spoke about a book called Dante's Inferno, where basically a guy wrote about what hell is to him, like what hell is, like living on earth, because I think that he was sexually abused as a kid, so hell to him was betrayal. So I've been like, let me define what hell is to me. At this point in my life, I went through what I went through, of course, but what is hell? And I think that hell to me is an idle mind.
The idle mind is the devil's workshop. Idle mind.
I think that me just not doing anything or not doing anything with a purpose is like what hell on earth is to me. And I feel like, do you feel that when you say that you're at where you want to be, do you think that your mind is idle, or do you think that you're actually, because I don't think that you aren't, I don't think your mind is idle, because you got some shit coming up.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, you got some shit coming up.
I think I'm a lot of course I'm a lot further than where I used to be. And I'm super grateful for that, but I don't know if I think I'm happy. I'm content.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that.
Yeah.
You sound
I'm
successful
open.
to me.
Yeah.
You sound successful to me.
I'm growing. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Of greatness.
I love that.
Yeah. People want to see more of Donnii B.
Hell
it's so dope to just be walking around and people be like, oh my God, Donnii.
You know what's crazy? We went, so when me and Dimitri, we went to, so we kicked it not too long ago. We went to the event that I hosted, and then after that, we went to like a little nightclub situation on the beach. And it was literally like so many people who either knew him or knew me. And usually, like when I'm walking around Chicago, like people know me. They come and say, oh my God, Masionoo, we love you. But it was crazy being around somebody else who was getting like the same love. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, this is nuts. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It is. That's what's up. So y'all didn't do anything with broccoli? Y'all didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything at broccoli. Nope. I'll be going.
No.
Be too hood booger-ish for me sometimes. Not all the time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I heard a lot of people was going. I was about to low-key get a ticket and go fuck with it.
You should have went.
Nah. I was in my head. I was asleep.
Yeah,
I was asleep. Knocked out.
And I can't tell you to get out your head. I mean, just take all the time that you need.
Nah, for sure. Nah, I think that I'm not necessarily stopping anything or anything like that. I just think that
a little step back.
Yeah, a little step back, but I think that everything just got too blurry for me. Like I really don't remember the reason why I was doing this shit, to be honest. And that's what the phone call with my brother today was. My phone call, my brother was like, bro, like anybody, and this is something that I keep up on my page purposely. When I first started creating content, I had a little itty bitty ass mic. It's called like a lavalier mic. It's like this big. I was recording my videos on the block I grew up on. Like street lights on, no lighting, none. My street lights and my car lights. And I propped the camera up and I was just talking 2 minutes straight about something random as hell. But that's how I started. Yeah. You feel me? And that's where I was. But it's like now I feel like I do shit from a business standpoint rather than just a creative, like this.
What make you think it's business?
Because I think that one, it was a lot of hands in what I was doing. I think that the advice that I got from some trusted individuals was go this direction because this is the demand. Which ended up working out in my favor, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's like, what do you really wake up and turn the camera on to say? And that's why I've been loving my live streams. My live streams is like, man, I'm on here just being myself. Like a lot of it I don't even be talking, I just be dancing and singing and shit. But that's where I want to get, you feel me, back into my creative bag. So
we'll get on there and start dancing and shit, nigga.
Hell no, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it don't be like no dancing, no renegade shit. Oh hell no, not like that. But
you never know. They better not let me get a hold of them motherfucking TikTok dancers. They better not ever let me get. I'm body yada.
Don't do no shit like that. That's what TikTok used to be though.
It's because it used to be Musically.
It used to be. Oh yeah, it did. It did. It used to be definitely a dancing app. It turned into something else. You turned it into something else. Rich ass.
No, listen. I ain't turning into shit. I just be talking my shit, and that's it. I don't be doing nothing.
Nah, you doing amazing. I love it.
It just be. But people ask me, "That's where the car rants at?"
The who?
The car rants. That's how it started. Me being in my car talking my shit, and I said, "I don't know who needs to hear this."
I seen you do some of those.
Yeah, that's what kind of.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I think that was my most viral video. I said that there are straight men who don't like women. That was my. That was my second. Yeah,
baby.
That was my. Yeah, that was my second. That was it.
Most. That's how I found you.
Yeah, that was my second most.
Let me tell you something. I started to believe that a lot of men don't like women past the sexual piece.
A lot of them don't.
I know they don't. I know they don't. I think they like the idea of a woman.
Yeah,
but that's it.
But then there's a difference between like.
And I think that most men are unknowingly and unconsciously emotionally attached to other men.
I agree.
I do. And I don't even think they know that. That's why I said unknowingly.
And I wouldn't like, okay, so let's dial it back.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. So I made that video almost a year and a half ago. So I'm completely different, not a completely different person, but I'm a little different person now.
Wait, backtrack. Talk about the video that you made a year ago. What was you saying?
So I said that there are straight men who don't like women. And one day I was in the locker room with my football team. I was in college at the time. And I asked them, tell me a couple things that y'all like about women that ain't got nothing to do with sex. Like, just tell me something that, like, really you enjoy about a woman. So they flipped it on me. I said, bro, I love the sense of humor of a woman. I feel like it's completely different. I feel like I love the conversations you can have with a woman when your guard is down. Like, I feel like, you know, feminine energy in its purest form is, like, something that you really got to be masculine to deal with. And I just went on and on and on. Now, of course, you feel me? I'm in the locker room full of football guys. Not everybody's equipped to have this conversation. We in college. I get it. But the point still stands is that there's not a lot of stuff dudes like about women past the sexual, right? Yep. So then we go into, you know, anything that's surface level isn't worth having. And it isn't worth dealing with, isn't worth keeping. So when people go into romantic relationships with women and they think in surface level sex, you know, this person is pretty, all of these type of things, how good could you treat this woman for real if that's all you see, if that's all you like, right? So when I say there's straight men who don't like women, I'm not necessarily saying that straight men aren't straight. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that
they don't like women past the physical.
Yeah. And past that, the emotional connection that you have with your homies and your guys and shit like that. Oh, it look different. Is completely different than the emotional connection that you have with a woman.
And a lot of men love to lead with the with that. You know, you can't really be open with a woman. You can't really be honest with a woman. You can't really have conversations with women.
No, you just feel comfortable doing that with your guys,
with your man, and that's okay. And that's okay. Cool. That's cool, but keep it a G though. That's what make us. A lot of us, especially for me, I really don't feel like a lot of men are attracted to women past the sexual piece. They're attracted to other men emotionally, unknowingly. Not on no gay shit. I'm not saying that you're gay, but I am saying that a lot of men don't understand how much they connect with another man emotionally. And their rebuttal to that is because you can't be honest with a woman. You being honest with someone else don't have nothing to do with the other person.
Exactly.
You being honest with a woman has a lot to do with your integrity.
Right.
What you eat don't make that other person shit. So it don't have nothing. How a person receives something has literally nothing to do with you. Exactly. So even if it's not a man's experience, because I have noticed this too, that a lot of men have never even experienced a woman throwing anything in their faces. A lot of men say that you can't be honest with a woman, or you can't say certain things to a woman because she's going to weaponize it, or she's going to throw it up in your face. That's not always their story. That could be their man's story, and it works for them. So now they want to apply it in their situation because they could have something like rejection issues or whatever the case may be. So now they want to apply it to their life. So they're leading with the reason why I can't be honest with a woman is because, or the reason why I can't, tell a woman anything is because a woman's going to throw it up in my face. Choose better.
So let me
choose a better woman.
Let me tell a story actually. So literally like a week ago, I was in the grocery store.
And then pause.
Go ahead.
And I just be like, well, what is it that you're telling them? It be little minutia. It is not the fact that I don't think that a lot of women be throwing it up in their face, but sometimes us as women,
you can see through the bullshit.
Hello, or when it's like, damn, I've shown up for you in so many capacities in a way that you needed me to show up for you, but then when it's my go, you don't show up for me. So let me let you know that I've shown up for you. I've done this for you. I've had your back. I've been in your corner. I've been there for you during your darkest time. When it's my go for you to back my plate, you're not there. When you making them hold themselves accountable and you lighting fire up under their ass, and now they know that somebody that they once loved or somebody that they do love, now you making them feel some type of way. You shaking up their world now. Like, oh shit, damn, it's me now that I'm in the hot seat and I've made somebody that I place value on feel so fucking low. The only way for me to get up out of this is not to say, you know what, I apologize for making you feel this way. What can I do? I'm going to deflect and put it on you and tell you that this is why I don't tell you nothing, because you're going to throw it up in my face. When it's pure bullshit. That ain't always the case. I'm not saying this to throw it up in your face. I am saying it so that you could be able to feel the pain that I feel right now. Because if I could show up for you when it's your go and when it's my go, you ain't there to back my plate, I'm going to give you a friendly reminder that, oh, remember when? Because I'm telling you so that maybe you can sit back and say, you know what, baby, you're right. You have been that person for me. But instead, they're going to deflect. And they're going to figure out a way to gaslight you. And most men usually say, you throw it in my face.
Right. 100%. I couldn't agree more. That's the story. So it's so crazy that
I've dealt with that shit so fucking much from men.
Real. That's real.
And it's like, damn, you act like I said, that's why your mother don't love you. Because as if you came to me and you voiced that, and you expressed that to me, and you confided in me. I never talked about your traumas, and I'm never going to bring up your triggers. But what I am going to do is tell you where you fucked up at and how you made me feel. If me expressing to you and letting you know how you made me feel, if that's going to make you turn in and gaslight on me, that is a red flag. Maui says all the time, be mindful of the red flags. Because them red flags turn into Six Flags and a motherfucker running circles around your ass. And you still with a nigga that you ain't got no business being with. And that's on Mary and all her fucking lambs.
I'm so
bars.
Weak. Nah, that's a
fuck
fact.
Is you saying?
Nah, you killed it. You killed it.
But I just hate that men lead with that shit. Lead with some fucking integrity.
Right.
Please, integrity is key. Let that lie in the forefront of your brain at all times. Don't lead with that mindset of, I can't be with a woman. I can't say certain things, but I can't say certain things to a woman because, you can't be honest with a woman because, they'll not receive something. What the hell somebody receiving got to do with you being honest? What does that have to do with anything? What can you do with honesty? Yeah. Nothing. People can do nothing but respect it because at the end of the day, you know what we're going to say? At least she was being honest.
That's a fact.
At least she was being honest. They're like, I'm like, I be telling all my men, if you just try to hit her, you just try to fuck, you just want to smash, be honest with that. But don't sit here and do all of this extra shit knowing that ain't really what you want to do. Now you mad at this bitch because you done introduced to a vibe you can't keep up with. You done gave her some good dick. You smell good. You look good. You got a little coin. You drive a nice little car. You treat her right a little bit. But all you want to do is hit. You done let her fall in love with somebody that ain't you.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Let her know. Well, you can't let her know because they're going to think you think they a hoe.
Right.
What the fuck do that? Can't nobody make me think I'm a hoe. I might want to fuck too.
Right.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Right.
Thank you. I'm so glad we are here. Whoo, I don't want you anyway. But you know what? We're here for a good time, not a long time. You going to be ready next week at 8? I'm ready for you to drop the load off.
All right.
Okay. But go ahead.
I'm dead. No, that's funny. I'm so happy that you said that, though. I'm so happy that they got to hear that because, like, we have to allow the women to love us. Like, you got to let the woman, you got to give a woman at least a chance to love you. So I want to tell a story about what happened to me. I was in a grocery store literally like 2 weeks ago, and I run into a 17-year-old little boy. He's working. He sees my content at 17. He's like, bro, I love you. Like, I love what you do, and I be applying that shit you be talking about. I'm like, love, little bro. I keep on going looking for my motherfucking watermelon. He spent a block on me. He said, hey, bro, can I talk to you for a minute? And he basically said that he has a girlfriend who doesn't come from the trenches. She doesn't come from a traumatic place. And he comes from all of that, but he wants to express to her the things that he's going through day to day. But he doesn't feel like he can do that because she's not from where he's from. She doesn't go through the things that he goes through. And it fucked me up. And it broke my heart. But then at the same time, I looked at him and I said, bro, when you turn 25, you're going to be that nigga. Reason being is that, one, you're interested in talking about these type of things right now at 17. Where at 17, I was chasing skirts. I wasn't thinking about that. What you need to understand is that you not even giving your chance, not even giving your woman an opportunity to hear you out or try to love you or be there for you in like a situation like this. Like, bro, you automatically forfeit the honesty that's needed for you to have a real generous reciprocal relationship. And I'm like, bro, like, you got to get comfortable having uncomfortable conversations, even if she doesn't receive it in the way that you would hope to. But if you close that part of yourself off and you never ever tap into that, bro, you'll never ever really see how it feels to have somebody love you in full. Like, you'll never be able to experience it. So I'm like, bro, like, 100%, it does happen where a motherfucker takes what you said and uses it against you.
Yeah.
It happens. You feel me? A lot of times a motherfucker do take what you said and not even receive it at all. Be thinking about some whole completely other shit while you talking. It happens 100%.
And I think that women who do that, now that's some weak shit too, though, because you do have those women who do that. Right. You know, a man will confide in a woman about some very traumatic things or some things that's triggering to him. Trusting her, and as soon as things don't go her way, the first thing she want to do is throw it in his face and talk about those things because she know that her words aren't powerful enough. The regular shit she could say, that baseline shit, that surface shit, that's not gonna puncture him. But the moment that you start talking about his triggers and his traumas and things like that, then he's not gonna feel safe.
And me, like, the honesty thing means so much because I feel like lying is gonna warp the mechanism that makes you. So if you get into the routine of lying or withholding information, you're going to do that forever. And then you will eventually run into somebody who you love head over heels, want to be with rest of your life, friends, family who, like, you can't live without, but you've never ever practiced being honest. You've never ever put that into real effect. You'll never be able to do it.
And I think that that's one of the reasons why I shied away for a long time from after my last relationship. From wanting to date is because it was hard for me to find a man who was going to be honest. Right. And it's like, damn, why is this such a struggle? And it's like, sir, you want me to accept you right here. You don't even like you because you ain't even show up as you. You showed up as this guy. You allow me to fall for this guy. That ain't even really who you are. Yeah. It's like, why is it so hard for men to be honest, especially when you creating a space for them to be honest? Why would you still lie? For what?
Because I feel like a a lot of people, and I feel like this way about myself too, I feel like that's only a percentage of who we are, right? But I feel like that percentage needs to be expressed for anybody to move forward, right? So when we talk about like the content shit, right? My content is emotional intelligence, relationships, all of this other type of shit, right?
Right.
But that is a layer of who Mason is. I think I'm funny. I can play basketball. I like to fucking swim. Like, it's so much other shit that I want you to see.
Yeah.
A lot of more positive shit, right? But I feel like the difference between me and people who are afraid to be honest and upfront is that they feel like when you let people like really, really see what's going on with you and things that bother you, that the person will run away.
That ain't your person then.
Yeah, and it ain't your person.
And
right?
I think that a lot of
that.
Right, but I think that if a lot of men put that in their head, like who my person is versus who the person that I actually want. If you can kind of like just put that in your brain, it'll be cool because everybody that you date not for you.
100%.
Just because you're dating them does not mean that you're compatible with them.
And that's why I hate when people say that I date with the intentions of getting married.
No.
Like, bro, if you say that to me, I'm not even gonna fuck with you because at the end of the day, it's like I love marriage. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I want to get married, but at the end of the day, if you put that up front, it's like you're putting the standards of marriage over some shit. I don't even fucking know you.
Yep.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
So for you to say like, yeah, the only way that you date me is if my intentions is to get married too, bro, we putting ourselves into a box that it's like we can't even enjoy. Like, what if the intentions is just, this is my intentions. Like when I date and I'm about to like meet somebody, my intentions, no matter what the circumstance is I want us to have an amazing time together. That don't mean I want to go home and fuck you. That don't mean
enjoy
nothing.
people in the moment.
I just want to enjoy our time.
Enjoy people in the moment.
You feel me? It's been times where I've said that and I don't even touch the girl at all. And we kick it multiple times. Then that person becomes a really good friend of mine. Like, that's the way that I feel like it should be. But I feel like motherfuckers be putting too much of an emphasis on shit that they don't even know what it entails.
Exactly. You don't even know if this person is your guy or 100%. Your girl. Like, you don't even know.
So the best thing you can do is be honest and upfront of what you are here for. What the fuck got y'all in the room together right now? What did y'all get here for? And don't lie and say it's because you want to marry this person.
Hello, bitch, because you
don't lie and say that it's because you want this person to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's
I just
attraction.
Think you look good.
Yeah, it's attraction. And that's fine.
Yeah.
You think that that's what's crazy to me is that I feel like a lot of dudes who be insecure about the woman that they with, like when they get some cold shit, they be insecure because they see that woman and then they think that she has these intentions of finessing him out of the money or finessing him out of what he has or weaponizing what he says, when in reality she's just beautiful.
Exactly.
And she's happy to be here. Like, let that be the thing. And I feel like that be a lot of the intentions of people who, like, I be around now and I see it as that. I be like, you know what, bro, let's have an amazing time. Let's eat good. Let's laugh. Let's joke.
But let's see what happens.
And let's see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, that's cool.
And I think that a lot of women need to take their emotions out of it. Like, stop allowing the emotions to lead them when it comes to dating. You know what I mean? Because sometimes your vision is blurred by that. Because, you know, you have, it's okay to be intentional. But if you take the emotions off the table, women, and if men take the sex off the table, you really get to see who these people really are. Take the sex and the money for men and take the emotions off the table for women. Because
so what emotions do you believe should be taken off the table?
All of them.
I love emotions. Like, I love
in the beginning, when you're dating, when you're getting to know, take the emotions off of the table, because sometimes you'll trick yourself into believing that there's something there that is not there.
So do you believe that how do I word this? So do you believe that a conversation around you've had a really deep emotional conversation, do you think that becomes before the relationship becomes a thing or when the relationship is a thing, like when you're in it? When do you think it's a good time for y'all to have a really deep emotional conversation about just life? Like, it don't got to be about,
I feel like it should be before.
Right.
It just depends on how, like, what's happening with y'all. I mean, you can be intentional. You can know what it is that you want. You can say the things that you want or whatever the case may be. Just don't give them the blueprint. Let them know what, my end goal is. Ultimately in life, I want to get married. I do want a life partner. Yeah. You can let that be known.
Right.
Talk about it.
Definitely don't let the intentions be known. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
like,
but
the blueprint shouldn't be known.
Yeah, but I just think that for women, if you just take your emotions off the table when you're dating in the beginning, because then you set these unrealistic. So how early are we talking? Because I'm not gonna lie, I want some emotions to be involved. And there's nothing wrong. They can be involved, but in the beginning, like early on, just kind of tread light. Just don't go all up into it, because a lot of us women, we date
and love hard.
Not only that, but we date from a space of loneliness.
Okay, I feel like
so when you a lot of women, a lot of us do it sometimes. date from a space of loneliness, and when you do that, you think that you're saying something that ain't really there.
Right.
So you're creating this narrative about this man that's not really there. You're ignoring all the red flags. That's what I'm saying. Date, take the emotions off the table. Just get to know a person. Because when you go into it and you put your emotions on all into it, you set these unrealistic expectations. So when this man cannot show up for you in the area in which you want him to show up for you, now you all emotional, you all over the place, you're stressed, you're crying. When all you were supposed to do was just simply get to know this man and understand. During the process of you getting to know them, you realize that, damn, this man is not even compatible with me.
Right.
This man don't even link his arm with me. This man isn't even affectionate, and I love an affectionate man. But if you led with your emotions, then you're going to be blindsided by it. Then you with somebody for 6 months and you realize you weren't supposed to be with him, and he never was affectionate.
So
then when you go to him and you tell him, baby, I need you to become more affectionate, he's going to feel like you're trying to change him. And then you're going to think that it's compromise. Like, I just need you to compromise with me. And if you love me so much, you can compromise with me. How can I compromise and I ain't never show you that? If you're going to accept a man in his raw form, take him there. Let him, allow yourself to just love him like that. Accept him for that. That was me. I've done that.
Yeah.
My last relationship, I did that. I fell in love with not with the idea, but everything. I think that I allowed the things that I loved about him to overshadow the things that were important for me.
I feel that.
So
we had this conversation.
Yeah.
We talked about that. 100%.
So, you know what I mean? We was in a relationship for so long, and then months down the line, I'm just like, damn, this man, you're not affectionate. What's up with that?
But do you feel like that's an effect of you not trying to discover those things early on?
Absolutely.
So let me tell you, like, let me tell you the questions I'm asking. First date. First date, I'm asking, what are your parents like? Because I want to know what
I need
you
to see. I'm
in.
not asking you shit about your parents, because you can tell me everything.
Everything.
No, hell no. Because one thing about people is that people have an intention. There's a motive with every single thing. I do. When you're dating, there's some form of a motive. I don't care if it's to get married. I don't give a fuck if it's to fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's to spend somebody's money,
100%.
to use somebody. I feel like, no, I'm not doing all that. It's cool because I feel like, I can ask you. I'm probably not going to believe you. I need to see it, because a lot of people are going to say everything. They're going to do everything in their power to get you. But then when they get you, they ain't going to be able to do shit to keep you. But if you would have just dated them to get to really know them, saw them, allow their actions to speak for themselves, then you realize, damn, that this man really don't have a good connection. And you told me that you had a really good relationship with your mother in the beginning, remember? Now I need to see that you have a good relationship with your mom. It sounded sweet. It sounds good. It's like going on a job interview. You're going to say everything in your power to get the job, then you're going to get on the job. And if that's really not who you are, you're going.
And that's what I feel like leads to. So what leads to me to toxic relationships, to unethical relationships, the shit that's just fucked up, is something that Mark Manson said, where if you treat people as a means to an end, rather than treating them as the end themselves, then it'll lead to something fucked up, right? And basically what he meant by that is that, you know, if the goal is for me to make a whole bunch of money and you're in the route of me getting to the money, I'm going to do you dirty because you weren't the end goal. Where in return, like, if we flip it around and I just treat you as like, you know what, I want to make sure that I want to do great business with Donnii P. That's the goal. I want Donnii P to have an amazing business situation, and that's what it is. Then it's very, very fruitful for everybody involved. So when we relate that to dating, it's like, I think that motives in dating and intentions in dating, and like, you know what, I'm dating this person to do this and do this specifically, it's like you're gonna do the person wrong. You're gonna do the person wrong. And it's unavoidable. It's very, very unavoidable. So I think that when I be dating, it's like I don't even see it as dating for real that early on. Like, I don't even view it as that. I just view it as like, look, yeah, she pretty. Yeah, I was attracted to her. Yeah. I'm inviting this girl to go get some food, or we finna go do some shit. We finna go kick it, and that's what it's gonna be. And whatever happens, it was a mutual agreement that was gonna happen. But it's never like no. Like, I've actually like stopped talking to girls. I have girls stop talking to me because I'm very, very against like organized fun to a certain extent. Like, I've had girls really stop talking to me because I don't want to do the whole, like, I'm not about to do the most, because it's like, I don't like, yeah, I would do the most if I was trying to nail, like, if I was trying to get good at the end of the night, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Like, of course, you feel me? Winding down, you put on my freshest outfit, do all of that type of shit. But you can see the intentions of another motherfucker when you just come correct.
Yep.
When you come correct, you'll see the intentions of somebody else. You feel me? Like, so I just show up as myself. And it's like the conversations that I enjoy having is the conversations associated with like what makes you you. Because I'm going to tell you what makes me me. And all my shit is already on the internet.
Yeah.
So you already going to see who I am.
And I be feeling like it's offensive to me when men try to talk to me in my DMs. And it's no way you scanned my page and said that you was my guy. It's no fucking way you did that.
So it backfires for me. So let me tell you where it backfires for me, right? So my page is like all of this shit where I'm talking about how amazing you're supposed to treat a woman, right? It's like this whole Mr. Perfect image, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still just a young nigga out here trying to do my best, right? So I still make mistakes that the internet will never see. You feel me? At the end of the day, the internet is the highlights of my life. But I think that when we talk about when guys are like, you know, not being honest all the way or not opening up and all of these type of things, it's like I've opened up, and I feel like that's what people come to me for, so we can specifically talk about emotions and the hardships and the dark shit, when in reality that's only a percentage of who I am.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go have fun, you feel me? Like, damn, I know some nice ass spots, let's talk about some funny shit, whatever the case may be. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, that's what a lot of people's intentions are, is to throw their dirty laundry in my hamper because I know how to clean it.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
And that's period.
What's up, Donnii P? I appreciate you having me back.
Likewise. I'm glad you came.
Same shit. Nah, for sure.
This was dope.
We done? What the fuck you done?
Oh, we done.
Oh, we done.
Let's just like hurry the fuck up.
Oh, my fault. My fault. You know we can be in here talking all day.
And we can,
real.
and we will.
We can be in here talking all day.
We will.
Man, you gotta come to Chicago.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Y'all gotta come to Chicago, man. Come out there.
Well, I'm coming.
Come kick it. You feel me? We can have a good time. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming again.
Man, absolutely. I love y'all over here. I appreciate you giving me the time to be able to express myself a little bit. You feel me? You know,
I'm glad.
We gonna keep talking when the mics is off anyways. But absolutely, man. Shout out to the We Just Talking podcast. Shout out to everything y'all doing. I love everything that y'all doing. I admire y'all work. Keep it going. You feel me? The setup is amazing. The vibes is amazing. The business is amazing. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the We Just Talking podcast. See you guys on the next one. Call me back. Peace.